Oh, welcome back. We're taking a deep dive with this word marginalized because we need to know this word if we're going to write an essay, a TDA about this article, Mr. Benjamin. So let's get to it. First things first, I'd like you to organize all of your words in one pile and all of your pictures in another. There are 4 total pictures and there are 6 word totals here. All right, so please take the time to organize them all in groups now. Boom. We'll get out of here. All right. Next things next. I want you to see if you can't find the definition. If you can't find the definition to go with marginalized and to put it in there in the upper left-hand corner of the Frayer model there. Please do so now. All right. It's likely you found this one here. Wadoom. All right, to be excluded or treated as being of no importance. Absolutely no good. Now we need to come up with different parts. Well, the first thing is this suffix, alized, marginalized, alized. It means caused or become, right? So I'm going to put this over here by definitions because the suffix is part of the definition. It's important. Excellent. Now, characteristics of it. Some characteristics of the word. I'd like you to find this one here. Margins can mean the unimportant section, part, or group. That's a characteristic of this word marginalized, right? It comes from this word margins. Excellent. Now, what are some examples of marginalizing other groups? Well, one is definitely segregation. And even though in World War II we required everyone to fight, you can drag this picture over here. The armed forces were still segregated. So now some non-examples. Those who seek power and votes can often ignore marginal groups. Well, that is an example, right? So that can go with characteristics of the word when it's often used as return to politics. When everyone is valued and treated equally, well, that's a non-example because that's not what marginalization is all about. It's about oppression. It's a negative word, right? Now, when everyone is treated equally, well, I don't see any of that in these pictures, but I do see segregation with this picture here, which you can also put down there in examples. You can see here a margins is kind of separated here, right? It's next to a marginal group. Can you match this picture to that part of the words? Margins can mean the unimportant section or part of a group. And here, this last example, you can also put those who seek power and votes can often ignore marginal groups, right? So you can look that the orange group would get a politician's attention, whereas the blue would not. Please take a moment to make your Frayer model look like Mr. Surface's Frayer model.